friends. So it's Sunday and I decided I want to go thrifting today. I have a few trips planned for like this summer, just being in New York City, like beach towns. So I wanted to go thrifting for like fisherman core slash nautical slash Hamptons vibes and just see what we can get to add to the closet. So the whole thing is really very similar to fisherman core, but I do want to keep playing on that nautical look that's a little bit more preppy, classic, like Ralph Lauren type of vibe, and then throw in like a little bit of like the Dolce Vita type thing with some crochet shorts again, maybe like a blue striped pair. I've been kicking myself for not buying them. This is the first time I did fisherman core. Just overall, some new fun outfits. This is like kind of my mood board, my inspo. I have a few items that I already own, so I just want to add some like fun new outfits. I would love a matching set, but I feel like secondhand that's going to be tough. We're going to go to the Upper East Side, and I'm hoping someone just is getting rid of things, like cleaning out their closet, and I can just take over their Hamptons outfits. So come thrifting with me. We're going to have a cute, fun, quick thrifting day. Okay, well, first stop is Cler right here. So let's keep walking. I'm really focusing on accessories today because I've thrifted so many clothes that I literally am busting at the seams in my studio apartment. This store is full of goodies, as you can see. I love this linen button down. I felt like it was gonna be a good option. I have no navy button down, so I thought, you know what, let's see about that. There was no tag, but $10 is amazing. Next up, I loved this stripe. It's everywhere in my mood board, but whoever had this before cut it off, which is so frustrating because I totally would have bought that. Whatever, it's fine. Moving on. Some of these thrift stores up here are so small, like mom and pop type of thrifting, that it's all shoved in, bags everywhere, literally so many things. But that's part of the fun, right? Digging through, no organization, kind of messy, good brands. I love that this store has a lot of good brands and most of the stuff is in really good condition and it's not overpriced. This Frankie's Bikinis terry cloth button down I thought was nice, but $35 doesn't have a pant. I don't know. I also like this boat neck from Everlane, but I was like, okay, I'm looking for fisherman core. I'm not looking for, winter mouth. But then here you go, because I saw this freaking robe and I think it's super expensive. Like I Googled the brand and it's like $1K for a robe. So I was like, okay, $45, I'm going to get this. Can you believe that I saw a shell button pant? All the pants I was finding at the store were amazing, but they were all going to be way too big for me. I was like, this is so annoying, but the selection was really good. So I'll have to come back and keep that in mind. So many different like linen pants, scalloped edges, pretty well made stuff and decent pricing. Like I think these were $15. So that is better than like Crossroads, Buffalo Exchange, maybe not Goodwill, but pretty good. This pair was $8, also scallop edge, but the fabrication was not my favorite. It was just a little bit rough. This J. Crew top I thought was kind of cute, and honestly, pink and orange are two of my favorite color combinations, so I was really drawn to it. But then I was looking at my mood board and everything's red, but I feel like the orange and pink kind of passes for this vibe because it is a bit preppy. I mean, it's J. Crew, so it's preppy, obviously. Anyway, I did get it. Also, I don't know if I said this, but there will be a haul at the end. What's freaking new? And yeah, can you just see, like, everything's a little bit unorganized, but it is all pretty good stuff. I liked it in there. I'm going to be back for sure. Okay, so I ended up getting, like, a robe. But I had to because it looked really nice and I Googled the place and it seems expensive and it was like $50. So I'm kind of like out of budget already, but we're going to keep going. So next up, we're going to go to 2nd Street. It's about a 20-minute walk. So not exactly down the street, but it is what it is. It's at least a gorgeous day and not raining. When I used to live up here, I wish I would have been into thrifting at the time because there's so many different fun places to go. So we made it to 2nd Street. This place I am a little bit newer to. I know there's so many locations throughout the city. I know them because they're known for all of their very high-end designer bags. They're known for good finds. Can you believe I just did this in slow-mo? It's giving DCC Netflix show. How did that even happen? I'm glad it's the only one. Anyway. So overall, I like the layout. The shoes are all along the top of each row, and each row is kind of by a vibe, or there are certain pullouts like grunge, timeless, just sections. And that was kind of fun because you can kind of see what's trending right now, Y2K. Here we have our entire outerwear, like fisherman core, more the grandpa side of the fisherman core, but outdoor stuff like hiking, definitely curated. I thought it was kind of fun, so I do like it. The range of items is definitely a lot, but I think I should start frequenting this place because these bags are gorgeous and they're not bad. Like $5.99 in the 800s, like that's really not bad. It's giving cheaper than the real. I don't know. I've just been on a bag kick. If you know, you know. Thought this belt was kind of fun. I liked that it had like a little bit of a maritime vibe, and then I found out it was Coach. There is a scratch on the belt itself, but $23. I think it might be kind of nice, and maybe I can get it out. I then made my way to the hats because I'm looking for either like a nice baseball hat or a sun hat. There were so many hats in my inspos, and this one is Ralph Lauren, $23. So I tried it on. I don't know. Do you like it? I kind of like it, but it's not something I would usually gravitate towards. I saw this rag & bone button down. I feel like I see this exact button down almost anytime I go thrifting, and they're selling it for $19 when originally I think it's like over $200. Okay, this sweater is exactly what is in one of my inspo images, but it was pilling and not doing well. Like, buying a sweater secondhand is so hard because even just like having a sweater for more than 2 winters, if you wear it regularly, it just pills. Like, sweaters are not durable. I wish they were, but they just simply aren't. So we didn't end up getting those, but we got a couple other things, so you have to stay tuned. So I'm walking along 3rd Avenue, minding my business, and I see Enjoy 50% off sale, recognize the font, and I see, oh, this is the Anthropologie that's up here I forgot about. And honestly, what perfect timing to get a little refresher about what I'm looking for. So many seashell shine items. They also did this huge strawberry thing, and my friend had those earrings, and I love them. I ended up getting these shell earrings. They were $34 with an extra 50% off, and then I decided I would get some more inspo. So we looked around, and boom, they have a button down, also linen, $108 when I got mine for $10. You know, like, love when that happens, right? Also, I don't know what's going on with the camera right now, but it's a bit fuzzy. This skirt is to die for, but it was over $150, so it's actually not to die for. Well, I'm glad I decided to stop into Anthropologie because it was exactly the vibes I'm looking for when I'm talking about this, like, fisherman coastal girl. So that was a nice little inspo moment. And then I ended up getting a pair of shell earrings. If you haven't seen one of my latest vlogs, we are doing Siren Summer. So I think it fits right in with that, as well as this more fisherman core Amalfi Coast thing. So love. And then everything was an extra 50% off. So love when that happens. Anyway, we're gonna head to Housing Works and then wrap it up with Goodwill. So far so good. I cannot remember for the life of me, but I went to a Housing Works and it was not this one, but it was much bigger and I can't seem to find it. I did like this one though because they do have a lot of things like very nice, high quality. So Dolce Vita brand new, Veronica Beard brand new. I don't know the price tag on these. They didn't have it, but all good stuff. They have a lot of different housewares. These hats were $10. I just paid $23, but I do think I liked the one that I ended up getting. I thought this vintage Ann Taylor bag might be kind of cute because of the bamboo rings and like the canvas, but I felt like it just wasn't quite right. See, like Schutz shoes, super cheap. Like, okay, wait, these little coasters were $1 and I kind of wanted to get them, but I also was like, what do I need that for? These sandals are really cute. Was missing the second pair. I don't know. This one just in particular, I don't know if it's my favorite, but can you believe there's an actual fish canvas bag? I didn't get it, guys. I'm sorry. It's just like, it was perfect, but also not. You know what I mean? Okay, I didn't get anything. I keep going to the Housing Works, and I know there's another location up here that's better and like bigger. And it's where I saw like a nice chair once, and like they had a lot more, but maybe it's downtown, and I'm just confused. But we didn't get anything there. Okay, I'm kind of losing steam, but we're gonna hit the Goodwill, see if we can get any good steals, and then try and haul. This Goodwill has been having some kind of air conditioner problem since, honestly, December, and it was hot. Like, I think this place has been under construction for 6 months. This Abercrombie top I thought was kind of nice, but I'm kind of over the vest trend, like the half zip. I'm a little bit like, yeah, you're done. And yeah, I don't know. We saw some raffia bags, a little bit cheapy. Did not like the lining in that one. Different types of leather bags, again with accessories. I'm really focusing on that. But of course, like anything that was a little bit fisherman or like a vibe was either too small, too worn, too this, too that, blah, 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 blah. And we also, you guys, we spent some dollars today, so we went home. Okay, we're back. Here's the haul. Adorable. I'm a little bit in shambles right now. My shirt's on inside. I know it's a whole mess, but we have a haul to do, and I am so excited about this one because it comes in perfect timing for the 4th of July in case you need some last minute thoughts, ideas, outfits, sort of inspos, this is perfect. I'm obsessed. So the goal is to recreate this Audrey Hepburn look first. So love her. She's holding a fish, iconic, slaying. We went the opposite direction in color. I found this navy button down. I don't know the brand, but I'm assuming it's like J. Crew. It's 100% linen. It seems super nice. I love that it's a longer length, and I just think she's great. So we're gonna take her, and then I'm gonna pair it with these little shorts that are navy. They're like crepe, but close enough. Okay, I'm really vibing with how relaxed it is, but we're gonna do the Audrey Hepburn inspo. I actually have a funny thing. I have kind of a vendetta against tied shirts like this. I feel like there was a big phase in like 2019 where everything was tied. It was like a t-shirt and then like a little tie at the bottom. And I just started hating it because I felt like we just like kept making so much of that at work, and I just started being like, I hate that tie. So this feels hilarious for me to do, but I've been gravitating towards tying my button downs. I think for that cropped look, but we're gonna go with it. So you just kind of grab it all up, tuck it underneath so it's nice and smooth, and then, you know, she's ready. Making sure it's nice and put together. Okay, what are her sleeves? They're fully buttoned and down. I love having fake nails because they're so pretty and I feel like put together, but they're so hard to like do anything with them on, you know? Like, I wish I was still at the house with my friends where they were helping me do my like necklaces and my earrings and my, like, I'm so dysfunctional when I'm here all night. I really don't mean to be dramatic, but I'm like in, like, this is agony. Like, I don't think I can do it anymore. Okay, if I can't get it in the next minute, then it's done. Oh, see, maybe I just need to look at it, jeez. Standing in line to see the shoreline and see the light on. No one knows. Okay, so that's the first thrift like find, right? I feel like she's showing more belly, but I think it's just because she has a like low waist short on, and these are just high waisted. Like, they just simply are. Crop a little more. Cute. I feel like this is not something I would typically think to put together, but I was like looking for a pair of blue shorts, and these are only like navy shorts I own, and they actually look really cute together. Love. Okay. So then she has a little scarf. So we're bringing this back, and I'm gonna try to be bold and do this weekend with the 4th of July. Catch me on Instagram, see if I go for it. Okay, that creeped me out. My friend did it all weekend and she looks so cute. I just don't know. Like, guys, it's been a long effing day. Is anyone just having a long week, even though it's a short week? It's just been a long week. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. Maybe this is what I used to do. And then you go like this, spin it around. Although now I'm gonna get makeup on it. Okay, that's cute, actually. Okay, Audrey. And then I'm gonna put on my big old sunglasses on. I don't know what she's wearing for shoes. I don't know if the flip-flops were a big thing back then, but we're doing them. I'm sure they, what even am I saying? Someone is probably like crashing out by that sentence. I don't know, man. Okay, so cute. I just need like a fish. And then I think I really hit it on the head with my mood board, that like coastal and yet fisher vibe, because it's preppy and put together more than the fisherman core, grandpa, fisher, real life, hunter boots kind of thing. You know, fisherman core takes summer. That's the vibes. Okay, I think I should wear this weekend, huh? For this next one, we're gonna go a little bit full out. So I'm just wearing a little bikini top because it's like summer, we're really on the coast. A lot of my inspo images were giving on a boat, on a yacht, you know, manifest, right? Sailboat. So I'm gonna wear this white one from Maji, and then I have these little bloomers that I created, and I don't remember if I said anything about this on my channel, but I just thread a little lace through the eyelet and was able to cinch it up and make them a little pair of bloomers, and I've worn these so much this summer, and it's not even the whole summer. Like, it's crazy. So we're gonna switch into like an all white look now, very much on theme. Okay, so we're trendy, we're beachy, we're having a good time. And then what I'm gonna do is put on a button down. This is like a tuxedo button down that I got a couple years ago now, and I was so set on wearing this with like a pair of heels and even maybe cropping it. Like, I thought I could do like a dress moment with it or crop it, and I just never did. I don't know, it just like lived in my dress section and got, you know, what's the word? ignored forever. So I've been seeing this thing on the streets of New York City, and people are wearing belts like with an open shirt. So we're gonna rip the band-aid off because no refunds anyway at 2nd Street, which love that store. I can't believe I've never been. Where have I been? I don't know. What do I do with this little tag, you know? Okay, we're gonna see what this looks like, and it might be too busy, but we're just gonna do this, do that, like, is it weird? Okay, maybe we need to button it a couple and then go for it, or no. This is turning out to be quite the patriotic situation here. So here we go. I don't know, man, this might be crazy. We are gonna get even crazier. I'm gonna get rid of this, and then, okay, so I don't know if this is like gonna get me canceled, but I went to get their apology during my thrift trip because I was walking by, it said 50% off extra clearance. So of course I'm going in there. I love Anthropologie. Half of my freaking inspos come from there, as you saw. So I did end up getting this shell earring. Look how gorgeous with the pearls. Hello. So pretty and lightweight for half of $34. So seems like a win in my book. So cute. I cannot wait to wear these all summer. And I tried them on immediately when I got home because I was like, oh, I hope they're not heavy on my ears. They're not. Fun fact. So these are gonna be amazing. Like, yes please. And they're so Siren Summer. I was dying to get a pair of earrings like this, and check. Then I ended up getting this hat as well. It's Ralph Lauren. Well, it's Lauren by Ralph Lauren. So, you know, not quite runway, but I think going along with the preppy vibe, I wanted it. And also I saw my friend have a hat this weekend when we were in the Hamptons, and I just thought, oh, that's very fun. It's protecting you from the sun, you know, reduce the amount of times that you get Botox every year. So, okay, I'm on board. So fun. I do think I may have gone a little too far in the accessory land, and maybe we need to bring it back. I think it's the earring. I think the earring has to go. We'll do that with the next look for sure. I'm gonna stick with the flip flop. We're gonna do maybe this bag. I think this one makes me feel like a richer. If only I had my raffia bag, right? Like, would be great, but I digress. Okay, I actually think this is cool. I need you to let me know though, because I actually could maybe wear this soon if you guys don't think I'm like crazy out of my mind. I think it's like a fun, elevated New York City beach night, grabbing dinner, maybe a nice lunch, then head to the pool. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I? Do I think I'm gonna go into the Ritz? Like, maybe. And that is the perk of fashion. Like, thrifted, DIY'd, donation, thrifted the belt, thrifted the hat, the bag we did buy for the birthday. But you know what I mean? Like, all cheap stuff thrown together, and I look kind of elevated, unless you think I'm crazy. Okay, I think it was fun. I like this outfit. Okay, I've been keeping photos of my outfits because, you know, keeping on the bikini. I feel like this alone is super cute. Like, I don't know where I would wear this to, but it would be fun. I feel very Western, you know? Okay, take the hat off, jeez. So I ended up getting the t-shirt because there was a guy about to try on, and he was like, oh, I love those colors. And I was like, you do? Is it too bright? And he was like, no, that's so fabulous. You need it, you know, like, girl. So I was like, okay, I'll get it. Anyway, I think it's cute. So I thought I would do it with the white skirt because I looked up J. Crew and I added it to the mood board. I don't know if that's cheating, but I added it at the end and switched out another girl. Okay, clearly I need to like get an A on things. So I'm exposing myself, but at least I'm being honest about it, just like backwards. And the J. Crew girl has like a mesh skirt on. Don't have one of those, but I do have this fun bubble, so I thought it would go. And initially I had thought maybe I would wear this with like denim, but I love the idea of dressing it up with white because there's no denim on my mood board except for a button down, which I think I ended up removing. So I thought that was too Western. So we'll be dressing this one up like so. So I'm gonna put the earrings back on, right? I also kind of like it with the hat. Also, the skirt is just so fun and flowy. I also had thought I might need to like tie this up because I thought it was gonna be a little bit long, but I actually think it's nice not tied up and just kind of floating here. Cute. Should I keep the hat on or no hat, let the earrings sing? Let's try it. I would probably do like a nice updo, like dinner, put on a sunglass, you know, sunset vibes after the beach. Another moment where the raffia bags would really come in handy, and I would remove my necklaces, but with these stupid nails, we'll be here all freaking night, y'all, so we're not doing it. This is the look. I think it's giving bright, fun, beachy fisher core girl. First, quick lesson on this crochet tipping. It is like really nice because it has these beautiful yarns. First of all, there's 2 different colorways, which is expensive because of minimums on like each color you have to do. So each one of these is a different colored yarn, and then it's fully like crocheted on. So it's not like just, another comparison would just be like yarn kind of on the top like zigzagged, which is typically what someone would do. But J. Crew always does like a little bit more elevated, a little bit more expensive than the H&Ms of the world. So this is how this version of like a crochet tipping top would be $45 versus like H&M $12.99, in case you're looking for one. Okay, so another way to wear the linen button down is kind of obvious, but I wanted to get this skirt in because I love, oh my god, because I love that it is that like crochet because I love that it's that sweater moment that the little mini shorts are doing, because it has a nice block stripe. It's a little more fitted, it's fun, it's cute. So thinking this is a great version. Okay, you know what? Y'all, I'm getting a headache at this rate. So we'll go with it. And then I would just like literally wear it like this with my flops. Head off to the damn beach, you know? Like do the damn thing, right? Boom. Super easy, super chill, casual, fun. Could be good with the hat, you know, if you want to be into it. Boom. Like, yeah, she's off to the beach. Boom. So this was very much a accessory driven trip because I have a lot of clothes. So I knew what I needed to do. I knew what I already owned. And that's kind of how I like to be sustainable when shopping. Just like refresh your memory before you head out the door. Make sure you're not over purchasing the same thing over and over and over again. I know we've all been there where like suddenly we have 40 different pairs of jeans. Try to narrow it in. Try to break out of your shell, especially when thrifting. That's the fun of secondhand shopping, is like it was gonna go to the dump, right? So it's a good opportunity to buy. And that is a wrap, y'all. So check out my other posts if you're into this type of format. Comment, subscribe, come hang out with us. We have a lot of fun. I'm breaking out of my shell. I'm gonna start doing a lot more shopping in New York City, showcasing all types of things as we bring ourselves into the end of summer and have a good time. So thank you so much for being here, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you so much. Bye.